dipped under it twice at St Mary's. What further assurance, so given that, obviously that performance is not what we would hope for, I guess that would not be what we would want in the longer run. What assurances can you give us that you will continue to meet 95% and above going forward at St Mary's? And clearly you've talked about some of the things you've put in place, but what assurances can you give us tonight about that?
Okay, thank you. So we see just under 300,000 patients a year through our either UCCs or our two main A&Es at St Mary's and the Charing Cross. We look at the performance on a quarterly basis, we monitor it on a weekly basis. We've seen in this 3-week period post the closure, absolutely for 2 of those weeks we've dipped under the 95%. We've seen that performance start to come back up again. Some of that is linked to what we've seen in this volatility of attendances, and what I mean by that is whilst we expected an average increase, some days we've seen a significant additional patients than that average on a daily basis, and some days less so. So what we're now trying to do is to make sure that we are able to accommodate those fluctuations by a number of things that we put in place, particularly at St Mary's, with opening something called the Pickering unit, which is our emergency ambulatory facility, which opens on plan on the 14th of September, and we're gradually increasing that facility in terms of the patients, so we can move from the emergency department into an ambulatory pathway seen by emergency and acute medical doctors in that facility, and that will help with this volatility of attendances that we have, and therefore decompress the emergency department itself and help with our overall 4-hour waiting time target. And in addition to that, we know that some of our particular peaks have been in the 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Period, and we're now providing additional staff during that period to help track the flow of patients into our admission beds, as well as helping to actually keep the flow going through the departments during that period. So my level of confidence, Chair, around getting stability a month plus after the closure of the Hammersmith EU is increasing. I'm confident about the facilities that we've put in place, and we're starting to see that kind of improvement back to the over 95% performance, and we'll see that. I'm confident that we'll see that sustained through Q3. And so we've delivered both Q1 and Q2, and year to date we're maintaining our performance over 95%.